And it's all over. It was kind of over after game 3, but let's not get into that right now. The Florida Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. We'll break this one down. We'll celebrate Vitek Vanacek, Jonah Gadjevich, and Nico Sturm raising the cup right now. This is Stanley Cup After Dark here on Teal Town, USA. Good evening, everyone. The 2024-25 NHL season has come to an end as the Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup champions. We welcome you to Stanley Cup After Dark here on Teal Town, USA, your live interactive Sharks postgame. Well, Stanley Cup final postgame because the Sharks haven't played in over 2 months. Well, if you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world and in Sharks territory on the YouTube page or the app. You can always follow us on the socials. You can find everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the show, you can hit us up live on a super chat or Venmo us at tealtownusa. And with that, you got a trio of panelists talking about this Stanley Cup final championship. We have Jules.
Hello. What's up?
And Mr. AJ Strong. By the way, I love the shirt, bud.
Hey now, you're better.
It's today's beer batter. Nice. Wow. So I guess the Oilers were cooked after game 3, gang?
Oh, yeah, the minute that they were cooked. I mean, Florida's just the better team. And not having Zach Hyman killed them. Let's just be honest. And Stuart Skinner became a pumpkin.
I think what killed them was not getting Mackenzie Blackwood when they had the chance.
That's what I'm saying. Stuart Skinner killed them.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been
told you motherfuckers back
there. I've been on that train for a bit. I was like, kudos to them doing what they're doing with Pickard carrying them through a good chunk of the playoffs, but damn. I mean,
I remember when Blackwood got traded in December. The first thing I thought to myself was Edmonton couldn't top that package.
Right? I was right with you, dude, because I was like, that's all you can get, and Edmonton didn't call. You know, it just very weird to see. But
oh no,
did we just lose Eric?
We did, and that's a little concerning because if we lose Eric, I don't know how the stream. We lose it all. I don't know if we're still live. But I'm assuming we are. So
man,
fingers
That
crossed.
is like the most impressive Irish exit ever. You better check the YouTube link.
Can someone in the chat let us know if we're live or not, please? That'd be greatly appreciated. Oh, there he is.
He's back.
Back. Better than ever. 6 in a row without a commercial.
Okay, who's winning the Conn Smythe? I want to hear your guesses.
Oh,
Sam
Bennett.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I mean,
dude, Reinhardt making a fucking play for it tonight.
Seriously.
Hey, 2 of them were empty nets. No, I'm joking.
But a rooster trick nonetheless. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something crazy, man.
He outscored the Edmonton Oilers.
Outscored Connor McDavid 4 times tonight alone.
Mm-hmm. Well, McDavid only had 1 goal this series, so come the McDavid hate comments.
1 goal from McDavid, and it's like for all the hype that guy gets, and I understand it. Could, debatably the greatest player in the league right now. But you know what? The great players, they show up when it matters most. And McDavid, if you just look at the score sheet, was not that guy. And I'm here to say, I love this. I want McDavid to be the next, old guy without a cup. I got to say it. And hello, you know what? Corey Perry Curse, still alive and well. Thank you very much.
Oh man. So
has anybody checked Anna Kane's social media yet?
Oh damn.
Kane tried to kill Tkachuk at the end of the game.
Yeah, which
was arguably funny, but I also care that Tkachuk's okay.
But that was like, oh my god, that's like literally like all you have to do is look up the scoreboard. You know everything's over. You could not have Evander Kaned that more than Evander did.
Oh, big time. I mean,
no, he also didn't come back out for handshakes.
Oh, and Bennett did win the Conn Smythe, by the way.
Yep. So Bennett with the MVP.
So how much is he getting paid?
Obvious guy that we all said would win it, won it. So we can stop with some of the hyperbolic BS, which we'll get into later.
Yes, but I mean, Brad Marchand went off in this series through these first 5 games, and really, I kind of gave it a little bit push. Yes, Bennett was the favorite. I think we talked on Sunday with Ian that there was Bennett, and then a sharp drop for Marchand, and then definitely more of a sharp drop for Bobrovsky and even Draisaitl for that matter.
Entire playoffs, right? Not just the final.
Right.
Yeah. So I think if it's only for the final, I think Marchand would take it.
Oh,
but if it's the entire playoff, so then obviously it goes to Bennett. So congrats to that dude. Hold on, is this not the same Bennett that almost like put Radim Šimić into another world?
Yeah,
as a member of the Calgary Flames.
Yeah.
Same guy. Same person.
Same one who took out Anthony Stolarz.
He's gonna get paid, Sam Bennett, a buttload of money.
Stupid amount of money.
Some team's gonna overpay for him. Like, I don't trust that Sam Bennett will be Sam Bennett on a different team that's not the Panthers.
I think he will be. I think it's easier when your whole team's a bunch of dickbags. To be a dickbag, but I still think think Sam Bennett. Like, I still think he's always kind of had that in his game, right? But it's a lot easier to do that when you have like a bunch of guys doing the exact same. Yeah, Marchand, you've got Tkachuk, you've got all those guys kind of playing the exact same way. It does make it easier for him to be him because you don't have to just like, okay, we either focus on that guy or ignore that guy, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think I don't know. I think he's going to be good, and I think whoever gets him is going to be super lucky to have him.
Did I hear right? So Bennett is FA this season?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
UFA.
Okay. So I really look forward to the 3 clickbait articles and 5 podcasts saying, "Is Sam Bennett a fit for the San Jose Sharks?"
He 100%. He should be.
Yeah, 100% is.
Yeah, but it's right. It's right up there.
Let me do that podcast right now.
Right now for it. We'll do it right fucking now.
Is Connor McDavid a fit for the San Jose Sharks?
Should the Sharks trade for Connor McDavid
and Mitch Marner?
Oh my God, Mitch Marner can fuck off to the moon.
But that's the whole thing. It's I love the hyperbolic BS that is going to fill all of our timelines between now and the start.
So you mean you're not enjoying all the mock draft articles that are popping up in your feed, AJ?
Oh my God!
Favorite thing on God's green planet Earth, AJ?
I swear to God, I saw an article that was
AJ,
like,
be more
where
positive.
would Celebrini have been taken in the 2019 draft? And it's like,
yeah, that's actually
like
top 2 probably. Well,
yeah, no, I'm tired of the mock drafts, the simulations. If you want to talk about, hey, well, this is what Eklund's extension should be, and blah blah blah. How about we talk about what Eklund's extension is once it happens? How about that?
Oh, Barkov's about to lift the cup. I'm a
Oh yeah,
beauty.
Dude, I always love these. Like, this is my favorite part.
This is like the 6th year that they've really had the fireworks and the shenanigans, but this is cool what they did. It was kind of Barkov kind of did the
OHL
World,
when they,
the OHL Soccer World Cup, came together with the entire team, and now is skating around with the cup. That's
Jones
kind of cool.
is a Stanley Cup finalist or Stanley Cup champion. He went from the Chicago Blackhawks to winning the Stanley Cup.
Jonah Gadjevich is a 2-time Stanley Cup winner.
Vitek Vanacek is a Stanley Cup champion.
Is Brad Marchand now a 2-time Cup champ?
He is now a 2-time Stanley Cup champion.
Same with Nico Sturm, and he gives it to Nate Schmidt.
Attaboy, Nate Schmidt. He had like 5 apples in the first 4 games of this series. He was a beast.
Like, as somebody who does not care for Brad Marchand in any way, shape, or form, I was still more like, fuck Corey Perry and Evander Kane.
Let's go through some of the comments in the chat really quick. Hank Vesuvius, as AJ mentions, yes.
Oh, okay.
The Perry curse strikes again. Aaron Jackson saying
that guy lost.
Oof! Since 2020, right? I think he missed one.
He missed one, I think. Wasn't it the Avs one?
Lightning.
Was it Avs Lightning? Oh my God! Okay, good job, Jules. Seth Jones gets it next.
If
we're wrong, just yell at us. Please.
No. I think it's 23. I think they.
Oh yeah,
Vegas
Panthers.
And Florida.
It was Vegas Panthers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
Sorry, I don't mean to. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, you're correct. I'm down.
Seth Jones is now with the Cup.
He's very subdued, and it's like, yeah, okay, all right. I'm skating with the Cup. Okay. Aaron Jacks, that was a shellacking. Hank Vesuvius saying a tax-free shellacking.
Kachuk getting the game winner. Of
course it's Kachuk. It would have been more fitting if it was Marchand, though, not going to lie.
Yeah, but the fact that Reinhart literally scored every other goal.
Every other goal.
Gets the game winner.
Yeah.
Oh, and
he could have also made history or something crazy like
Ian,
that.
Yes, sir.
I would like to say congratulations to you, good sir. If I remember correctly, the last time the 4 of us were together, we both said the Cats would win this game, and I believe the other 2 people on here said the Oilers would be.
Dude,
I wanted a freaking game 7. Damn it!
I've been cursed this year, so it's fine.
So Ian, congrats to you.
I'll take
Vitek Vanacek. Now carrying the cup around.
Went from taking a puck to the face on the bench.
Forgot about that.
Earlier in the season to
winning the Stanley Cup. That's a fever dream.
And getting the game puck in game 5.
Screen cap that. Could you imagine starting your season the worst team in the league? And we all knew it was going to be the worst team in the league. And what did Vanacek give back to the Sharks in that deal? There wasn't a lot, right?
No, I don't remember the full trade.
Maybe a third or a fourth?
Yeah, it wasn't much in that one.
Yeah.
I think oh my God, what's his name?
Patrick Giles.
Patrick Giles. Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
So that, I just look at that and go, oh man, you think Vanacek, you just wonder where his head was at, say, the week before that trade came down, and now where is it at today? Oh my God.
Who's getting it next?
Barely a season later. In the winter, he's like, oh, this sucks. Springtime, everything is awesome.
Yeah. Chris GWS, good to see you in here. Sorry, Oilers.
Yeah, the Oilers.
I can't imagine being there and losing twice.
Deja vu.
Yeah, I don't know how you recover from that.
I mean, when the Cats scored in the first 5 minutes, I was like, all right, we digging this. It's but plenty of game, plenty of runway here. But when they got that second goal in the final minute of the first, I was just like, it's over. It's done. Especially in Florida. I'm like, no way, it's over.
Yeah, the minute Reinhart, and it was a beauty of a goal by Reinhart.
Oh,
it was a beautician. Can we talk about Evan Bouchard and his rough game today?
Oh boy.
I wonder, I'm glad you brought that up, because I do wonder, because I know Ekholm was out for a long period of time. He came back, into the playoffs before he was able to start going again. And I wonder how healthy he is too. And that's not to take anything away from Evan Bouchard, but I think that that pairing, which has generally been good for the Oilers, those guys have been usually really, really good together, were not good at all this series, really. And I wonder if there's anything there.
Yeah, because Bouchard had a rough rough game. There were a few times where he just like bobbled the puck, and then like Verhaeghe gets on a breakaway, or like the puck just hops over his stick, and then someone else gets on a breakaway. You know what I mean? And just the Oilers defensively today. What was it? Which
I
goal?
do wonder how
Was
the
it
ice
Kachuk?
is in Florida and
Yeah.
June 17th also, though.
Yeah. It is exceptionally warm for sure over there.
Like, I'm not surprised that there's been a lot of bouncing pucks, right?
No, for sure. I want to see someone dent the cup. Did like Nick Obe
No.
In 22 when they went for the team photo and he just
oh my
fell.
God, yeah.
I'm still like I want to get on Edmonton radio, sports radio, talk radio, whatever podcast.
880 Chad.
Yeah, but only to hear like, does anybody call out the Oilers not getting Blackwood?
Because I think
that's going to be the talk all summer.
That's going to be the It's just gonna like you could call them out for getting just get any goaltender. Like John Gibson's been rumored to them since the dawn of fucking time. You know what I mean?
Cap work. I don't think they could make the cap work.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Like just any goalie at this point would have been a better option.
But I mean, half are one win games, the others a blowout, and it took Edmonton. They had to go to OT both times for both of their wins.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, just unbelievable. I gotta say though, really enjoyed another Doc Emmerich free playoff.
Oh,
very much so. I enjoyed that in a big way, and I love the fact that we were able to watch a game in Florida that we didn't have to see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Oh, jeez.
Tell me you didn't get sick of that during Game 4, bro. Like you show them 2 times, 3 times, okay. Dude, like after like the 11th hit, it was like enough.
You knew what they were trying to do. They were trying to get the interest from the Swifties.
Yeah,
Brad Marchand with the cup now, by the way.
But that was the thing that like Jackie Redmond tweeted out, like, it's been 48 hours. Can we please get over the fact that the biggest pop star in the world went to a hockey game and gasp, we showed her? God forbid a celebrity draw attention to a sport people constantly say needs more exposure. Like, again, you don't need to show her that many times. We got it. I think once a period that should suffice. Oh my God, watching Brad Marchand do this right now just so upsetting.
A stroke right now.
So the power. Upsetting. So the Breakfast of Champions is now DQ Blizzards.
Oh, 100%. Like you got to eat that before anytime you go play hockey. You know.
Oh God,
that's just a crazy story. But hey,
I like Chris. Do the Oilers look for a new keeper this offseason?
They have to.
You don't say.
You can't. Like you cannot run this back. I don't know. I mean, maybe you can.
Jake Allen. No.
Well, and hold on. Aos, I guess AJ is not a Swiftie. Dude, I think Taylor Swift is like one of the most amazing and talented artists on the planet. I just don't need to see her 20 times during a hockey game or any sporting event for that matter.
I just like it because
like,
it makes
could you imagine watching
the internet really
a
angry?
Taylor Swift concert streaming and like 18 times during that concert that you're watching, they randomly just go to a football game being played for a second or two and then cut back to the concert?
Future Shark right now is holding the cup, Aaron Ekblad. Eating a Blizzard before skating my brains out for 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Just stained my pants brown.
Hey, I heard Eddie Lyman, did that, during that outdoor game. Hank Vesuvius saying, speaking of goaltenders, I hear Aaron Dell's available this offseason.
Oh, that'd be great addition.
Aaron Dell,
available to clean your locker room. That's what he's available to do.
Sleeping mofo.
He's gonna be a guy like Aaron Dell's gonna be a guy who probably sticks around. Like he's gonna be around. He's gonna eventually have a job in the org, guaranteed. Book it.
Well,
no, he's gonna end up with he's probably gonna end up with a job in the org.
Let me ask you this though: is the guy who backs up Askarov on the Sharks right now?
No.
Thank you.
Have you read all the rumor mills, AJ? I know you love them so much. It's Jake fucking Allen.
Nope. Don't want to hear it. I talk about what happens, not what might happen. Forget that noise. Miss me with that nonsense.
Oh my god.
You know, the Friedmans and the LeBruns of the hockey world, they don't do rumors and hyperbole other than like a footnote.
Sam Bennett.
I still think you can talk about like it's
you can
like
talk about the options available.
Yeah,
the
like everyone has a wish list.
You know what? Options available. Absolutely, discussion should be had. But I think we all understand the difference between what I'm saying. But what about McDavid now? Does he leave Edmonton?
It's going to be interesting, right?
Hyperbolic
Because
stuff. Let's go.
I mean, he's up soon.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Oilers have done pretty much everything to keep him happy. I would be shocked if he left. I mean, never say never. Like maybe if they don't address their goaltending in the offseason, although I think, yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard. Like I don't think Stuart Skinner, like that third goal wasn't good, but he was fine tonight. He wasn't the reason they lost.
I would love to see McDavid pound in the office and say, look, what did McDavid get over like this last deal? Like something like 8.5, 10 mil, something, whatever a year.
Give me a second.
What is he going to get offered?
Oh, he's going to get 15? Stupid money now.
Stupid money.
Probably like 15 mil a year.
Oh yeah, they'll make him the highest paid player in the league, which, of course, justifiably so.
Absolutely. I mean, if people are talking about paying Marner like 11 and 12, there's no way McDavid ain't getting 14, 15.
Oh, I think that goes up higher.
He's 12. He's 12 and a half.
Oh, okay. So we're probably 15 or 16.
Yeah.
But like if McDavid, if he wants to win that cup, man, walk back into your GM's office and say, I will take 12 if you promise that you spend that extra 4 or 5 on finding me a fucking goaltender.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's hard, right? Because I just think that they've done so many things. Like they've put so many of his people in positions in that organization. Like his former agents, like in their front office now. I mean, Chris Knobloch was his fucking coach in junior. I mean, it's like
Connor Brown.
So much. Connor Brown's there. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Listen, he was a former line mate for him in juniors.
I'm aware.
Never said great,
but like, you know what I mean? Like they've done so many things to try and make him as home as possible, and I would be shocked especially after Draisaitl re-up for as long as he did. I wonder if he takes like a 4-year deal and him and Draisaitl are up at the same time.
Oh, kind of a Jumbo Marlowe deal.
Yeah, like I know NHL players generally don't do this. They generally max out their contracts because NHL player got NHL player. But I do wonder if he commits as long as Draisaitl committed. Because I think those two do want to win together.
Yeah, but also just because, I mean, you would have to think that Edmonton is going to come down. Because how old is McDavid now? Like 27, 28?
28, 27, 28, somewhere in there.
So somewhere in there.
I feel like
28.
They're going to come down with max term, right?
In this next CBA?
No, I'm saying when Edmonton throws down their offer, I'm pretty sure it's going to be
probably they're going to want, if you have Connor McDavid, you want to lock him up for as long as humanly possible, right?
You want him to get a lifelong Oiler.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you go,
but does McDavid want to be a lifelong Oiler? You know what I mean? Like if he's been there half his career, I would argue over half his career so far, and they just haven't been able to get it done. Maybe he says, you know what? Get me the fuck out of here. I need to go somewhere else to get a cup.
Never say never. Like I said, never say never. I think that he probably wants to win one in Edmonton.
Oh, how do you not want to do that? Especially, could you imagine the way he would be just absolutely glazed if he was the guy, the linchpin to bring the cup back to that country?
Mm-hmm.
For sure, yeah.
Just if it's still a part of the country when it actually happens.
Yeah. No, I feel you. But still, like, could you imagine? He's like, I'm not going to win this playing for a fucking Canadian team. I got to go to the U.S. You know what I mean?
I would think if he was going to go try to win another one.
If you say Toronto,
a single one.
A single one, you're correct. I would say Toronto. Maybe get ready,
I would
folks.
say Florida,
Austin
just
Matthews
based on the last 6
for
years.
Austin Matthews and picks for
No taxes.
Connor McDavid.
Wait, what?
No,
Austin
'cause
Matthews.
what?
What are we doing? No.
Come on. We're getting crazy. Let's get crazy. Lindell with the cup, by the way.
They're not trading. I mean, I'm talking about what's he going to do as a free agent.
He's going to go to Florida. There's no taxes. AJ called this.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
No, I mean, when I say Florida, I mean either Florida or Tampa Bay.
I know.
The state of Florida.
Yeah. Because Florida's won how many Stanley Cups in the last like fucking 6 years?
4 of the last 6.
Yeah, thank you. And there's palm trees there. So there you go. No one remembers the Buffalo reference. Oh my god.
I got it.
Fuck all of you. I love you all.
Right back at you.
Now on to the important things of hockey. That Michael Misa. Never mind. Tomorrow.
Oh my god! And I keep seeing articles about that where it's like Highlanders could take Misa. That might be the better play for them.
I mean, there's arguments that he is the better player in the draft, but sure.
And I get it, but it's just like, oh man,
he's not one on my board.
Can we just talk about things happening when they happen?
No, we're doing a whole show tomorrow.
No, we're literally doing a whole show tomorrow. Our boards are actually pretty different this year compared to last year, I'd say.
Well, I like some of the articles that was like, why did I vote for Hudson over Celebrini?
Well, that's a
because of the 18 obvious reasons. I bet that was why.
Yeah, I mean, well, I look at it's do you understand how engagement works on Twitter now? You piss people off and make them respond.
No, I get it. It's like, hey, how about a podcast that wastes 30 minutes of your time debating on what player should come to the Sharks?
Real quick, Chris's comment. What about woodish gloves? That's a very important question we learned this year. Woodish gloves. Yeah.
No, and the more important question coming from Alex. What if nothing is happening, AJ? Then there you go. Nothing is happening. Stop manufacturing stuff.
Is it Paul Maurice's turn with the cup or Luongo?
What if?
Oh no, Bill Zito.
Bill Zito gets it.
Oh my god.
Attaboy, Billy.
Luongo.
Did you see how he was banging that drum before the game?
Oh, Bobby Lou. Got it. I'm trying to think. Why was Bobby Lou at the tank? Was that for the Stanley Cup playoffs all the way back then or whatever? Because I remember seeing Luongo on the concourse. I got a photo with the guy.
He's an executive with the Panthers.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember why he was there because I don't think it was a game against the Panthers. I thought it was during playoffs. I don't know. I have to go back and look at the date of that.
Ridiculous tweet here from Chris Johnson. Are we looking at the same thing?
I'm looking at Frank Saravelli. You talking about Matthew Tkachuk?
Nope. Go first.
Okay. Matthew Tkachuk says he tore the abductor off the bone and was dealing with a hernia on the same side of his body. Wasn't sure if he'd be able to start these playoffs. Tkachuk says grinding through all of that makes this Stanley Cup more rewarding.
Wait, what the fuck? Sorry.
I want to hear one fucking guy from OKC or Indiana cry about like a stubbed toe in the basketball playoffs.
I stubbed my toe.
It got pulled off his fucking bone? It pulled off his bone? Oh my god.
So that probably happened during Four Nations.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, oh my god.
Teal BT, I see you, buddy. Teal BT, I see you.
Oh my god, that's even
that
worse than Chuck's injury.
Hockey players are fucking dumb. I'm sorry. Like, yes. Kudos to gutting that out. But Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Had 7 points that series.
Did you say dumb or numb?
Oh, probably both, honestly.
Well, the amount of like shit they probably put like for pain control or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and Dave's saying, that's got to be major surgery, 6 months recovery.
Hey, you know what though? They can throw his fucking transfusions and IV bags in the cup.
Oh my god. Okay.
I can't even think. Like, just
I'm gonna puke. Anyways, changing topics, not about Tkachuk's injury. From Chris Johnson, the Panthers spent more time leading during the Stanley Cup final than any previous team in history. 255 minutes, 49 seconds.
Yeah, they're a beast, man. Like, this team is just built different.
Remember how we were all excited, like, oh wow, this is like the best Stanley Cup final ever. They're going back and forth these first two games.
I mean, to be fair, I thought it was a pretty damn good final through the first 4 games.
Yeah, and then it became
games 5 and 6 went, yeah, okay, it's about the same as all the other ones.
I don't know. And maybe it's like it's with the benefit of hindsight, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like even though like the Oilers, like, they came back and win the win game 4. Yeah, game 4, right?
Yeah,
but
game 4.
But like the Panthers just felt inevitable.
Why the fuck did I not pick
them?
They were
like, this run, and I'm gonna make people really fucking angry, and I don't care.
Oh, photo incoming.
Reminds me a lot of the Golden Knights run.
Bite your tongue.
Because they just felt like they couldn't be stopped. They were going to win. It was not a matter of if, it was a matter of when.
How are we feeling about these Cup champion hats, Eric?
I'm going to look up on shop.nhl.com. Hey, it's an improvement from the last few years. I'll give it that at least.
Yeah. Are we doing Cup champion winning towels versus shirts? Is that what's happening?
We have scarves right now.
Me. Yes, you're right.
And then we'll do shirts. The shirts actually look good if I'm looking on there. The hat,
they're in, I would say, a marginal upgrade, but the bar was ridiculously low.
Exactly.
I think
I agree. Yeah, the hats aren't too bad, but AJ, you're right. I mean, the bar was super low. And here's the thing. They signed a deal with New Era going into this season. How do you not get New Era to do your hats?
Because
I'm sorry.
Fanatics paid more money.
Fuck Fanatics.
I'm just saying. Do you want the answer? That's the answer.
Fuck them all the way to hell. I mean, you have a company that's like known for its inequality and just not doing shit and everything, and then you have a hat company that's been around forever. And
but Fanatics is the main one, and they paid a lot of money for it. So of course,
they paid a lot of money and all that crap.
That's how this works, man. That is how the world works.
Hey, you can only get $550.
One, so what do we care?
That's true.
Oh, we got puppies.
Puppies are escaping.
I saw puppies.
Yes, but boy, have things gone up. $36 for the hat, $42 for the shirt.
To be fair, I've seen the New Era hats now up to $50.
Oh yeah.
So, I can't wait to be broke when the Sharks win the cup.
Oh, same here. No, we laugh, but
like,
it's so
I can't
damn
wait
true.
to be so broke when the Sharks win the cup because I'm getting all of that shit.
I'm very much just kind of like, I don't have to worry about this. I'll be dead.
Oh wow. Hey, this is kind of cool though. But for $90, you can get the official locker room goggles now.
What the fuck?
I love it.
Wait,
come on.
When the Sharks win the cup, we all have to wear those goggles.
There's going to be somebody, if Dick's Sports made them or whatever, there's one little seal. I was blinded in this eye by champagne. I'm suing Dick's, and you know.
I gotta find it really quick. Hang on. Let me put it on here.
Who are all these wannabes that are now coming onto the ice? Who are all these?
Family.
These families?
Family and friends. Families. Here you go, gang. Take a look. There you go.
Christ almighty.
What the fuck is that?
$90.
I gotta tell you, but how much are actual Oakley ski goggles? You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Wait, I'm sorry, Tiger. When the Sharks win, we are spraying Jules with blue premium vodka slushy.
Hell yeah, we are.
Blended blended.
That's so disturbing. Anyway, sorry, AJ, keep going.
Yeah, but I'm just pointing it out that as far as I know, Oakley ski goggles, they're probably like a couple $100 for quality ones.
That's true.
Not
wake
that,
up this child.
Not
Leave
that
this
you
child
need
alone.
that to be in a goddamn locker room spraying champagne, but whatevs. Like, how funny would it be though if they were like wearing like Olympic goggles, like Michael Phelps?
Oh God,
those kind of goggles.
Oh my.
We've seen that many times with the Giants over the years. Alex, it's so weird hearing Puckguy cuss. It's like Mr. Rogers cussing. Oh yeah, but that's how passionate I am about the quality.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Tiger,
hello neighbor.
There's ice chunks in my eye. The goggles do nothing.
Oh my God. Nice.
Sharks win. Jules better sing a whole Broadway play. No, we're gonna get copyrighted for that bullshit. Also, who knows? I might be dead by that point when the Sharks.
Let's hope not that we're not all dead when this freaking happens.
It'll be like,
I mean, the smart money.
It'll be like
smart money. Yeah,
doing the podcast at that point, just with headphones, barking.
Jules's granddaughter will be doing the podcast at that rate. So, or Ian's son will be telling everybody, "I'm the junior angry Canadian robot."
Oh my God!
It's gonna be like Ian reincarnated as ChatGPT. Ian.
No, he's
Googles
kid,
will
man.
do nothing. When did we start talking about Googles?
We derailed a while ago, buddy. We need. It's gonna be like ChatGPT. Ian just telling how about the Sharks won the cup,
right?
Celebrating, handing the cup. No, I feel like it should be Eklund. But
and you could totally see Eklund just going nuts. I'll sing with her, but only in chat.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Man, how long is that flight back to Edmonton for the boys?
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't imagine how hard that is. Like I can just how gutting that would be to get, because it's hard to get there once.
The same thing happened twice in a row.
Yeah.
They just
so let me see. They finished off the Hurricanes in 5. They finished off the Oilers in 6. They took care of Tampa in 5. So are we really saying that the Toronto Maple Leafs actually were the toughest opponent for these Panthers this playoffs?
No, we're not doing this.
No, I'm trying to say they got them to Game 7 of this.
I mean,
of this postseason run.
They were
I
up
love
to
your
no
comment,
on
but
them.
if you think I'm making it that far, you're out of your mind.
Oh my God! Hey,
you're overestimating my life expectancy by about 20 years, but I appreciate you.
But I would think Jonathan Becker would do that for you.
I absolutely would. I absolutely do think that. And Puckguy will join you with another wheelchair.
No, see, that's what I feel. It's like Puckguy will be wheeled out on a wheelchair at 98 while holding the urn that contains my ashes.
But everything is teal.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Like we have to dye your ashes
teal. Food dye in the urn. My ashes.
Yeah. Your ashes would have, and then Ian would also be there in a wheelchair
at 98.
I'd be rolling both wheelchairs out.
Jules would be wheeling all of us out.
I'd be wheeling all of you. And AJ in his little teal urn that Puckguy dyes teal.
Oh boy.
Oh, let's be honest. It won't be an urn. It'll be like a Shark's water bottle that I'll be poured in.
Oh boy. All right. So
what the fuck?
I look at the free agent list, the UFA list for the Panthers. Vanacek is your goaltender. Ekblad, Schmidt, Jacob Magna.
Sharks should totally go after Vanacek.
For defensemen. Shut up. Marchand, Nosek, Bennett, Nico Sturm are your UFA forward-wise. I know there's always the speculation. Sam Bennett, Brad Marchand, but let's be real here. What would fit this club?
I've been before the playoffs started, before the Conn Smythe thing happened, I was totally on the Sharks should look at a player like Sam Bennett, because I think this team needs snarl, and Sam Bennett brings that in spades.
Absolutely.
The problem is now, and I said this on our last show too, but like I do worry about like what the Sharks do this summer, because they have a lot of cap space, and everyone loves to remind me how much cap space they have and that there's a cap floor and blah 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 blah. My concern now is I don't want the Sharks to bring in a guy that is going to set the bar that Celebrini is going to have to be over. That's my concern.
Yep. And can we just talk about AO's comment for a second?
Sure.
My ashes would be compressed into a mystery puck. Absolutely. A random mystery puck that will be probably one that Eric would end up buying.
Yes, and it'll be like autographed by
for $100.
So disturbing.
Yes. The puck would be like $100 at that point.
That's how talking much mystery
about pucks would be.
AJ's ashes for a second, I'd like to shift the conversation to not AJ's ashes, as much as I'd love to talk about, I guess, AJ's ashes.
Okay, let's talk about your ashes.
Great, let's talk about my ashes. No, I wanted to piggyback on what Ian was saying. Like, as much as I would love Sam Bennett on the Sharks,
I just wonder what he's going to make, right? Like what he's going
to make a ridiculous amount. Like, and the Sharks, like, yes, they're going to improve next year, but I don't think they're a playoff team by any stretch of the imagination next year, right? So, like, no. I don't want to overpay $15 million. Not saying Sam Bennett's going to make
he's not going to make $15 million.
But like whatever, like 10 plus, which is apparently what some teams are willing to give him for Sam Bennett, who's only really going to be our second line center until what, like 2 years from now, maybe less, give or take. So, like, it's just not worth it. Like, a guy that I would want to see the Sharks give a 3-year deal to is Aaron Ekblad.
I mean, it's all about defense for this team, right?
It's really all
blue line is a fucking tire fire.
The guy I'd be willing to give it is Aaron Ekblad. If you give him a 3-year deal, and yes, you'll have to overpay a bit.
So be it.
So be it, right? Because he can help kind of guide these young
If that's the guy that
kids.
you want to steer the Dickinsons,
yeah,
and all
the
other
the pole camps, blah blah blah.
Exactly. Like, if that's the guy that you're like, hey, this is who we, Vlasic is not here anymore. So here's a guy we want you to model your game after. Like, I mean, wouldn't it be great if Ekblad could be like the defensive Tyler Toffoli when it comes to steering, being that kind of North Star for the other players on, with him?
Well, I think the other sleepover with Cagnoni. Sorry.
Milk and cookies.
But the other thing is, like, they also need to address the second line center position, because it can't be Wenberg all of next year. Like, Wenberg is just not a second.
Misa.
I don't think Misa jumps straight to the NHL. I think he goes to college.
He might go to college. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And where's he going, gang?
Boston University, I think, or is it BC? One of the Bostons.
It's BU.
Of course, it has to be, because Mike Greer doesn't take people that aren't from Boston.
Oh, trust me, he'll have plenty of Boston kids to choose from.
The reason I like the idea of Aaron Ekblad, though, is because, like, right now, other than Polkamp, all your big guys, like all of your good prospects on the blue line are lefties.
Yeah.
So you're going to need someone for them to play with, and having a guy like Aaron Ekblad to play with would be very good for them. Obviously, Ekblad, there are concerns with health. Obviously, he has had he's had some injury history previous, although he played all 82 games this year. So, I mean, or how many games did he play this year? Not all 82, but
no, I think
81. What did he miss? He played 56 this year. Sorry.
Okay.
If this team brings on one more cat from Boston, they should just replace the R in their team name with a W. Just the San Jose Sharks.
Sharks.
No, watch tomorrow's draft show where I'm talking about like 8 Boston kids the Sharks probably could draft.
God.
Not even joking. Like, in the 30 to 33s, there's like one kid especially who's like, "Yep, you're a Shark."
I'm sending a note.
Fabro is another
one. I
one.
want a custom hat. Yep. San Jose Sharks.
Dante Fabro is interesting. I would love for him to be. I think he low-key had a breakout season, and don't know why the Preds really gave him up on waivers. That was just weird when it happened. He's another guy that I wouldn't mind. You could probably get him cheaper than Ekblad. Right. Yeah, Chris, there's going to be another show tomorrow. We're doing our draft show tomorrow.
Yep.
Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of content within the next weeks coming up.
Yeah. And our draft show bonanza next Friday, June 27th at 3:30 p.m. It's going to be an epic one. So be on the lookout for that. You will see all these faces and more, indeed. So.
Oh, the thing from the tank?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then a week from that, prospect scrimmage, baby.
Yep.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yes, it is the
Chris saying
4-hour
draft. 4-hour draft show? What?
Yeah, AJ.
You have to tap out after 4 hours? You don't have the you don't think we're gonna go 7 or 8? I mean,
yeah, we're gonna also we're gonna live stream the whole night into day 2. You know what I mean?
That's literally the only reason why we have Mark on here.
It'll be the draft, because we'll do the same thing we do every year. We'll do a live stream through the first round, watch along / we'll have stuff going on at other places, obviously, and we'll cut to that and cut back and forth and whatever. And then
has a lot of work to do during that show.
My God,
where do we begin? Yeah, it's gonna be one, but it's worth it. So. For sure. Shout out Lexi. I saw you in the chat earlier, my friend. Good to see you in there all the way from Nashville watching us tonight. So tell your dad and mom hi, Jay and Katie, for sure.
Any quotes that came out?
I keep looking. Nothing has come off of my Twitter feed yet.
Sorry, real quick, Dave. Oh, go AJ.
I was going to say the same.
Okay, yeah. Davey Pilot asking, is anyone coming to LA? No, we're all, I think, staying put this year. Puck and I talked about it a little. I didn't get to experience the draft party last year, so I just wanted to. And if the Sharks aren't really picking one and it's all decentralized, I just didn't feel the need to go. So I'd rather experience the draft party, get another vibe. And you'll still see my face, unfortunately, on the show. So you guys aren't getting rid of me.
I'm very curious to see if this is from what I understand, like board of governors meetings and like a lot of the kind of behind the scenes discussions, this whole decentralized draft, it sounds like this is going to be a one-off.
Yeah, we'll see how the actual draft goes, but just the idea of it, I don't like it. And not saying, I appreciate like everyone being there, and like especially when we were there in Vegas, like you just see all the teams like talking with each other and shit like that. Yeah. So it just felt like super like cool, but I get it. Teams don't necessarily want to travel all the way down just to pick like 7 guys, or some teams only pick 3
Well,
guys.
It's not even that. It's just because the season's so compressed. I think if you could get the Stanley Cup final out of the middle of June, it wouldn't make it so.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, you talk about preaching to the choir. That is something that I was talking to some friends about this past week, where it was like, what are we even doing here? How has this trophy not been handed out 2 weeks ago? And we were very much of like kind of like mind, whereas when does and I don't know, Ian or Jules, that you're big NFL fans, but I'm betting money Eric will be able to answer this question. Eric, every year, when does the NFL season start?
Like the Thursday after Labor Day.
There you go. So hockey needs to claim a day. If it's the first Saturday of October, the last Saturday of September, whatever it is, claim that day and stick with it, and do that. What's that thing where they spread out all the start times like 15 minutes? Boom, boom, boom.
Frozen Frenzy.
Yeah, start it off with the Frozen Frenzy. Maybe see if you can't do that once a month, on a Saturday to drive the eyes to that.
It is
pick your
dumb
date
that.
Huh?
Yeah. It is dumb that like you can have a situation where there's 6 games on and they're all in intermission at the same time. Like, it's criminal,
right?
You're absolutely no. That is criminal. But my point being, though, pick a date and claim it. Stop being afraid of the other sports. We don't want to do it on this date because that's the beginning of college football. We don't want to do this one because that's when the NBA. Fuck them. Just pick your date and claim it like the NFL owns the Thursday after Labor Day. Just go claim it.
I will say this also with NHL, like their draft and then free agency is so like close together. So like teams don't necessarily get a break to even like process anything, right? Like because the draft ends the 28th, free agency is July 1st. So like even as a fan, you're basically in like
point, though,
obnoxious whiplash.
If the cup is like handed out by June 1st, at the latest,
you move up the draft and
exactly.
Like
you can spread it out a little bit more.
Yeah, move it. Like, how fun would it be that, again, claiming a date? How fun would it be that the draft or whatever always happens on summer solstice, like June 21st, beginning of summer? There you go. That is literally your beginning of your break.
And the thing is I think Free Agent Frenzy is the one day where it's actually set, July 1st, Canada Day. Because,
right?
I mean...
And how perfect is that?
Well, I mean, the Winter Classic used to be on New Year's Day, and they got bullied out of there.
Fucked that up last year.
Well, yeah, because they got bullied out of it. Because, well, here's the problem, though, right? Here's the problem, though. But it's also a rights holder thing, right? Like now that ESPN has rights, they've got other things that they know are going to get more eyeballs. They're going to push the NHL around.
But didn't they say like the ratings went down significantly?
Of course it did. 100% they did.
Oh, yeah.
Of course they did.
Stupid.
But that's why they're trying something radically different this coming year in Miami, you know. But the thing with the schedule has been TV.
But
you know, it's because ESPN,
Florida and Tampa both have outdoor games, and they've won 4 of the last 6 cups. Like, that's enough. Florida, you've had enough success. Yeah, that's.
Hey, but I mean that they get rewarded for doing what they've done and growing the game in Florida. I mean, it's grown exponentially. So I get why they have both of them getting outdoor games. Something unique and different. And I mean, why not at this point? You know, Florida's on a big run. Tampa's still on a high after their epic run. It's well deserved. Now, I'm still curious as to what the heck they're doing before the Olympics in Long Island. They're very coy. They definitely said it's not going to be an all-star game. But
so do you think that's the beginning of the end, though? Like, people have been bitching about. We've already seen the changes to the NFL Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they shifted it. It used to be after the Super Bowl. Now it's before the Super Bowl. It used to always be in Hawaii. Now it's in Vegas or wherever. Like, we've already seen that shift. I don't know what the hell the NBA is doing. I don't pay attention to that stuff. And then, the MLB, it's always going to be the Midsummer Classic. But there's still a lot of, talk going on about maybe making certain changes to that. The fact that they put everybody in the same jersey made people lose their fucking minds for one season, right? So for the NHL, like, I feel like they've tried to do it, the whole 3-on-3 thing, and that was fun. But let's be honest, they kept fucking up by putting the home team in the first round, and they would inevitably get bounced, and then half the crowd would leave. It's just end this nonsense, especially when you see what the 4 nations did.
Yeah, big time. I think that they think maybe they do a mini version of a 4 nations, like maybe at a 2-day event, scrap the skills Saturday night.
Well, because they're not going to do they're not. Here's the thing, though, right? But they're not going to do nothing
because that's a corporate thing.
The thing is, though, is like, but they you can't. You could do like a 3-on-3, but I don't think if it's not like the 4 nations is like a best on best. It's like a dedicated tournament. If it's just the fucking all-star game but you make it like 3-on-3 teams of like Canada and the US and Sweden and whatever, and then I don't know, Team Europe or some nonsense because you have to get everyone else in there somehow. But like it's still, you know what I mean? Like, but if it's just if it's still something like that, like they're not going to get up for that. Like they'll get up for a World Cup when that happens. They'll get up for the Olympics. But I think if it's just like a 2-day all-star thingy, like they're never going to make it good because there's nothing on the line.
Yeah. You saw players like clamoring to be part of the 4 nations. How many times have we seen players give the all-star game the Irish exit? They're just,
Well, that's why there's
the penalty, right? Or you can't play the following game. Didn't like Ovechkin? Didn't that happen to him like 2-3 times? Or he's just like, no, I'm done with this shit.
Crosby, I think,
all
had one.
Yeah.
Crosby every time. Oh, my leg.
Literally the game
before. If you're in 3 All-Star games, at that point, if you get nominated again, you should like have the right. Like they should make that part of the CBA. Like, you know what? I've done my time. I've done the 3. I'm a dip, but like I appreciate the nomination. Let somebody else have a go.
Yeah. I like Pepe saying the NHL needs to stop parceling their broadcast out to 5 different platforms. Yeah, but like it's up here, it's one dude, and that's not great either. But I agree.
Just think about just wait another 3 to 5 years. It'll all be streaming.
Yep. Indeed. All right.
What the hell? Oh my god. AO 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my ovaries. I need the time off. Oh no, it's on the All-Star game day, whatever that. Oh my god, we've derailed.
Yep.
Well, and who says you need an All-Star game? You know what I mean? Like, what if you were to just have, hear me out. What if you were just to have an event and you pick one team, each division, maybe something like that, and it rotates, obviously, but they get to host something for like a 3-day weekend, right? Where you have events where that it's very interactive. People can come in. Remember the fanfare, Eric, where it's like you could go in, you could get a card made of yourself holding a hockey stick and all of that. You can get all those same sponsors come in. Of course, they're half of it's going to be merch available, but you can go in and do all the interactive stuff, taking shots, doing all that shit. Like make it just like a 3-day hockey palooza. And do that as a rotating thing. And you know what? The players, they get a 3-day weekend off. You know what I mean? Or maybe the hosting town, maybe you get a couple of other guys on Friday, a couple of the guys on Saturday, a couple of guys on the Sunday to do the autograph booth for an hour or whatever, or a photo booth type of a thing. There you go. You spread it around, but each team gets to kind of share it. I don't know. The whole All-Star game to me, it's just so, like how many more gimmicks do we need to tell us that this isn't working?
Well, I think the other thing too is that it's a corporate event. It's where they get to schmooze.
A 3-day weekend, you can still make it a corporate thing.
But it's to schmooze and meet with all the top players together in one place. If it's in Long Island, I'm sure they don't want to just talk to just Bo Horvat or Anders Lee. They would love to talk to Austin Matthews or Connor McDavid or Sidney Crosby at the same time. So it's tough. Ayo, you're spot on. Last good All-Star game was when John Scott was MVP, and then the league ruined it because they couldn't handle the heat.
And but even that, was that a good? That was a good story, but was it a good game? No,
it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best game, but at one point, I don't know that if it's ended up in development hell, but there was a lot of talk that there was going to be a movie put together about that whole story. I don't know if we'll ever see that come to fruition, but the fact of the matter is, I would say over the last 10 years, most talked about All-Star game ever. And what does the NHL do? We're going to make that sure that great story that got all this press will never fucking happen again.
Yeah.
What does Ian always say? Like best game, dumbest league or something?
Yeah. Best game, worst league.
Yep.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
All righty, gang. Well, the Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup champions. Again, congratulations to former Sharks Vitek Vanacek. Jonah Gadjevich and Nico Sturm. Thank you, Felix, for sending me a text of Bar Down tweeting out, "Hi, Bruins fans," and it's Brad Marchand kissing the cup.
Oh boy!
Which I think they have a 2027 first round pick coming to them for that. Wow! I mean,
how many former Sharks have won a cup in the state of Florida so far?
Too many. A lot.
She's not wrong.
Goodrow, Nico Sturm, Vanacek, Gadjevich.
There had to have been somebody else on that Toronto team. At least one.
Toronto.
I mean, I'm sorry, not Toronto.
Tampa.
You know, they wear the same colors. Everything's the same.
You're not wrong there.
Right.
You can count Yanni Gord if you want to.
What do you call them? The Tampa Bay Maple Bolts or whatever?
Yes, the Tampa Bay Maple Bolts.
The Tampa Bay Maple Bolts. At least 4. I know that for a fact. Probably more.
It will be a trivia question at some point, I guarantee you.
Oh, 100%.
2021. Let me see here.
Hank is asking Puckguy what the off-season calf training's looking like.
Very nice off-season training. Oh.
Oh my God!
Do you have
I forgot about this.
Do you have a
issue yeah.
Well, hang on.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that in a sec. But the calf training. Oh, my office now has a Peloton, so that's so.
I feel like I've missed a few shows.
You have, AJ.
All right.
Definitely.
Somebody explain the tank top thing.
Okay, so a $10 super chat to from AO and add this to the tank top fund. So Jules over here, I think starting with the beginning of the cup. Yes, it is your fault. Started with the cup final game 1.
Oh,
he said
yeah.
if we got $150 worth of super chats that I'd wear a tank top for the draft day coverage or the prospect scrimmage.
Please tell me we hit the
no, we didn't, AJ.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
What
Otherwise, Puckguy would be buying
wax
wax
to donate
right
to
now.
make that number?
140, I think.
Yeah, 140 to go.
Do you want to donate 140?
Well, I think we had $10 game 1.
I don't remember.
So I think 130 to go.
You guys only get super chats now when I'm on, apparently. So
Yeah. hey, the I think it's bench clearers that make the hockey jersey tank tops. They're coming out with the ones for RHI. So Oakland Skates, San Jose Rhinos.
Not gonna lie, I want to at least look at the Rhinos one.
Oh, dude, they're badass. They're badass, along with the hoodie and the shorts. So I'm not even. No, Jules, no.
I'm not even gonna.
I'm telling you right now. I swear to God, I think the Rhinos, or just like roller hockey in general, would draw better than the Bay Area Panthers. I think it would.
I think it would too. I mean, arena football's fun when the SaberCats are in town. I haven't been to a Panthers game yet, but
I've never been to one. I have no desire to go to one. But if there was roller hockey in town, dude, I'd be going at least 3-4 times a month.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it because I wish it were happening when I wasn't in like middle school or high school. So that way I can just go whenever, because when they were right here in Oakland, I mean, it was phenomenal. And then seeing the rivalry between, the Skates and the Rhinos, we need to ask Gus about those times. Because I mean, that was the first pro championship in San Jose. So,
okay. So when this discussion between Brody and Gus happens, you can credit it to us. But we know that's, that will invariably happen.
Of course. Oh, jeez. Felix saying, I donate my checking account, but my folks will kill me. Yes. No, save your money, dude. Save your money. You're all good. All right. I think we are pretty much done here for this.
Ian's doom scrolling and X at this point.
and Ian needs to go to bed too.
Yeah.
So in case you missed anything or to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts. The audio version will be up shortly. You can hit those like, subscribe, and bell buttons. Would be greatly appreciated on there. Again, we do have plenty of content coming Wednesday night. What time are you guys going on?
6 Pacific, 9 Eastern.
Okay, so Wednesday, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, our draft preview show. If there's any news that breaks, because I believe next Tuesday we might find out if Joe Thornton is a Hall of Famer. So we'll see on that. And speaking of Hall of Famers,
S.J. Sharkey.
Here we go.
Sharkey! Yeah!
AJ, smile and be happy about it.
No, I'll be quite honest. When I first saw the stuff about, get Sharkey as in the Hall of Fame or whatever, I was very much kind of like,
how is he not already?
Yeah, like I was like, this already hasn't happened. What are we talking about here?
He got nominated a couple years ago, but he finally got in.
Jumbo, I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? That's first ballot, easy peasy.
Should be,
but
if not, fire everyone.
But
the rebuild's over but Micro fucked up the rebuild if Joe Thornton's not in the Hall of Fame first ballot.
He's 100% a first ballot Hall of Famer. I can't imagine him not being in.
No.
But does he have a teammate going in with him?
No.
Who's up this year?
I'm sorry, is that Marlowe is also his first ballot?
No, Marlowe was first ballot last year.
Yeah. So I still don't know that I give it to the guy.
Who's up?
I'm pulling it up.
Because I mean, Thornton is as much as we, you can give Marlowe all of his cookies and everything like that. He did not change the franchise the way Thornton changed his franchise.
Brian Boyle, Tyler Bozak, Dustin Brown, Zdeno Chara,
and Brown.
Blake
Chara will go.
Chara's in.
Yeah.
Ryan Getzlaff.
Ryan Getzlaff's probably in.
Yeah, and I think you can make the case for Dustin Brown.
How many get in again?
What? AJ, get ready for this one.
Duncan.
They have listed Roman Polak on here. What are we doing? No.
Do they mean Roman Turek?
No. Oh my God.
This is gonna be tough, man. Like I still think Joe Thornton's in regardless. Yes. Like I still think you put him in. But man, this is like Duncan.
But Keith, I mean, dude, as soon as I saw Duncan Keith, I was like, wow.
Oh, Rask is also. Oh, fucker.
And Carey Price.
I don't know about Rask.
You would.
Oh no, Rask's in.
Rask is 100% in.
Stanley Cup champion, Vezina.
Everything, like
one of the best goalies.
But wait a minute.
Chara's also in, I'm guessing.
Hold on. When did Tuukka win his cup?
2011, but it wasn't even his cup.
So I was going to say, wasn't he?
Oh, it was Tim Thomas. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're right.
That's why I was wondering. That's why I was kind of like, I don't know. Because Tim Thomas, and then Tim Thomas had that big stink about not wanting to go to the White House.
Yeah.
So
now he was anti-White House before being anti-White House was cool.
That's right. So Rask, fuck.
I still think though, man, his career totals are just like a 228, a 921 save percentage career.
Are they better than Carey Price's?
Carey Price has also got a really good case. Short, long. I think with Carey Price, it's interesting, right? Because obviously, like you could use, if you're going to put him in the Hall of Fame, first thing you could use the same reason the way they did Lindros, where they were like, he was such a dominant in the short time that he was a player, because obviously both players' careers shortened by injury.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you could make the argument. You could definitely make the argument for Carey Price, and you could kind of use Lindros as that kind of like the precedent's already there.
And is it very often you see two goalies go in the same season?
Yeah.
That's like they might almost cancel each other out to us.
His playoff stats: 2.22 goals against average and a 925 save percentage for Tuukka Rask in the playoffs. Like that's just silly.
Yeah. it's going to be fascinating.
So it sounds like we're going to have a fun thing to discuss on Tuesday, is what you're telling me.
Also, we're probably going to do something for free agency. I know I will probably be on a live stream during free agency. So stay tuned for that, and whatever breaks will break. Naturally, anytime I do a live stream, Sharks do something really dumb. So be prepared for us to sign Sam Bennett to a 12-year contract. Break the CBA.
That's impossible.
Break the CBA.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, boy. All right. When's John Scott getting? All right.
His knee. His knee,
Ian,
right? Carey Price's knee is the issue.
Yes.
Alex was asking in the chat. I'm pretty sure it's his knee.
Yeah, I want to say it was, which is probably partly why Montreal didn't lose him to Seattle in the expansion draft, even though that was a whole speculation and a half.
Crazy.
So,
Ian, we'll welcome in.
It's an ankle. Sorry.
Into our first show post Iran.
Oh my god.
Oh. God.
I'm just saying. We're paying attention to the news, but whatever.
Ian, your final thoughts before we get out of here?
I can't even. How am I gonna top that? Jesus Christ. No, I don't know. Look at like I said. So tomorrow we're gonna do our draft preview. Me, Jules, Mark. That's gonna be super fun. So please tune in for that. That starts again, like I said. That starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. We're gonna go through our top 10 lists. We're gonna talk about obviously like Michael Misa. Obviously, we're gonna talk about other. We're gonna go through some names that we've kind of circled for the Sharks. Picks at 30, 33, and 53. So it'll be fun. It'll be a nice mix of like just a little preview of like the top 10 of the draft / what we expect the Sharks to do early on, or what we'd like them to do early on. Let's put it that way.
Yes, indeed. AJ, your final thoughts on this evening? Good to see you, my friend.
I'm just tickled that Florida won. Actually, not tickled that Florida won. Tickled that Edmonton lost. Because Corey Perry curse is still something that we all need to continue to see. And I think, if anything, I want to find a betting app. Whoever signs Corey Perry next season, I just want to bet like all the money that whatever that team that is, they're not going to win a cup. But anyway, aside from that, I look forward to the Hall of Fame show next Tuesday and seeing who else gets in, because as you guys just shared, man, there's a lot of big names.
Class.
There's no way there won't be people talking about a snub.
Indeed. Jules?
Stay tuned for our draft show tomorrow. Congrats on the Panthers on winning the cup. And let's rank the oceans next time.
Oh, dear God, no. Okay.
Why does it always seem like Jules is doing a 2-person show, but the other person never shows up? Like she's, like there's always like this huge empty space.
AJ, where are your ashes, buddy?
She
for my ashes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. At least get a Grinch doll or something.
You want me to? I just put a nice Grinch doll. I'll do a cutout version of the Grinch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or Corey Perry, same thing.
Or Corey Perry, I get a cutout for Corey Perry.
Oh my God. AO saying Corey Perry to San Jose Sharks. Place your bets now, AJ.
Oh, okay then.
We're going to the Cup final, gang.
No, and if losing. Anything, I'm sitting there going,
and losing.
Wouldn't it be awesome if Corey Perry signed with a Vegas?
Oh God, I'm gonna throw up, AJ.
No. All right, so we'll be back with you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for watching this. Appreciate each and every one of you. And until then, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. Have a great night, everyone. Congrats to the Florida Panthers. Good night.